Star Wars X-Wing Wedge's Gamble is probably my least favorite book in the X-Wing series, but that doesn't mean that it's not a good Star Wars read. Anything from the X-Wing series is top-tier Star Wars in my book. My major problem with this particular adventure is the fact that the Battle of Coruscant, the New Republic seizing control of Imperial Center, should have been way more epic than what it was. Instead, it comes off as a series of circumstances and happenstance just for plot convenience. I would have really liked to seen this be a major novel along the lines of Star by Star or The Unifying Force, both which did conquests of Coruscant that I felt did the battle justice. As always, with this particular series, you're going to have your mainstays, Wedge Antilles, Teco Selchu, Corran Horn, and their supporting cast. Curtin Lore, the primary villain from the first book, is really sidelined in this one, as he's more of just an advisor and exposition dump to Izard to inform her of how things are going for the Krytos trap. Everything about this book screams middle book syndrome. Bigger things are bound to happen after this book. It's big setup, which I again feel like is a huge missed opportunity. At the time this came out in the expanded universe, this was really the moment to show the Battle of Coruscant. Nothing of that scale had been seen before, and I was really hoping when I first picked this up that it was going to give me that epic battle between good and evil and really throw our heroes through a meat grinder. Now, there's a lot of action and investure that takes place in this story. I do like the paces that they put Wedge, Teco, and Corran through, but I feel like a significant portion in the middle about the infiltration of Coruscant by the Rogues is a little slow and drags quite a bit. Also, the Wraiths of Rogue Squadron would make perfect sense to send in on a covert operation like the one that the Rogues are sent on in Wedge's Gamble. It's a little bit of a stretch that the Rogues get put into this situation. And I know. Admiral Akbar requested that the Rogue Squadron pilots be more than just pilots and have secondary skills that they could be called upon to use. But it just felt a little more forced with the Rogues than it would have if it had been Wraith Squadron. Overall, I think it's a good book. I will say it is one of the few expanded universe books that I have walked away from more than once. But I did eventually come back to it and finish the entire novel, and I was pleasantly surprised to see what had happened. But again, so much of this book just seems like coincidence, and the fact that it's one of those situations where the evil dictator of the Empire, Izard, is setting it up for the rebels to be able to take Coruscant, that just really drains a lot of tension from the story, in my opinion. The Rogues obviously don't know that that's what the Imperials want, is for them to take Coruscant. But as a reader, we know. And it just basically makes it a series of chess moves with one side already conceding that they're going to lose the match. I don't know. Again, top tier Star Wars in my opinion, but not as good as the other books in the X-Wing series. Next time, I'll be reviewing The Krytos Trap by Michael Stackpole, which definitely starts to see some payoff from plot threads that are developed in Wedge's Gamble. Let me know what you think of Wedge's Gamble in the comments down below, and how your ranking of the series would go if you have read them. Thanks for watching.